Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners. To you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago. All right, and this is a reading from Revelation, the 17th chapter. I'm going to start at verse 1. The point being in verse 4 and 5. And then, through the Spirit, I'm going to try to build a little bit through there. But verse 17 and 1, it reads, And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away into the spirit, into the wilderness, and I saw the woman sit upon the scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And that goes back to the beginning of NATO. It was 7 countries originally that started NATO. All right, and then they built from there. Those 10 nations that started. Because as a matter of fact, I looked it up on Wikipedia, and now they're saying 12, and I'm pretty sure that they didn't say that before. So they ear hustle the scriptures and ear hustle the prophets, and then they try to Google goes and change and takes away information. But someone could check me on that if I'm wrong, but I don't think that I am. But it says, and upon her forehead was a name written, the mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. And they are. All right. As a matter of fact, when you read, let me grab Revelation 12 and 6. That same red dragon that's talked about in Revelation the 12th chapter. It says, and a woman fled into the wilderness that was here in America, where she have a place prepared of power that they should feed her for 1,203 score days. So for a period of time, we were nourished here in Babylon. All right. Then I'm gonna jump to verse 16, and it says, and the earth helped the woman and opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon had cast out of her mouth. Those lies, man. This dragon has been casting out lie after lie after lie, changing of history, changing the meaning of words, newspeak, controlling the narrative, that whole sort of thing. Right? Just spewed out lies in a river, man, which we've been drowning in. Matter of fact, let me read verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of that flood. Their philosophies, those lies, false and fake history. All right? And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth. All right? So the truth is now into the earth, man. Like it says in 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 6 and 27. Matter of fact, let's see if I grab that real quick. Slovakia. There we go. And it reads, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched, as for faith it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared. All right, so that's what's going on. The fruit of truth is being declared finally in the earth. All right, this dragon is beginning to lose his bite in his teeth, man. Okay, it really is. All right, and it said, and I saw that the woman drunken with blood, and that woman was the Israelites. Once again, going back to Revelation, the 12th chapter. Because Israel is a people before it's a place. All right, and it said, and there, wow, there he is at 10 horns again. It says, Revelation 12:1, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her crown 12 stars. Those 12 stars being the 12 tribes of Israel, right? And it says, and she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and crowns upon his head. So there you go. That would be your NATO, your beast system. Those original 10 nations, all right? And then all the nations that have joined unto them now. All right? That's exactly what this talking about. And then the policies that have been created among those nations have oppressed and suppressed and arrested the development of Jacob, man. You know, there was a group that came out in the 90s called Arrested Development. They actually made pretty good music. You know, they was thinking they Africans, not, you know, but outside of that, the music was good, man. And they called themselves Arrested Development. And the development of Jacob has been under arrest here under this dragon system, under this beast system. All right? Back in Revelation 16 and 6, and it says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Why? Because some of us are going to die serving Yahweh Shai in this captivity. You know, the scriptures to back that up. He said, it saw the bloods of the saints. You know, this is Revelation 18:24. And in her was found the blood of the prophets and the saints and all that was slain upon the earth, man. So not only have they slain the Israelites, but they slayed the heathen as well, man. This dragon has a lot of blood on his hand, this beast system. All right, and this beast knows war. As a matter of fact, war is a money racket, the biggest money racket. Second is probably the pharmaceuticals, the drugs, and then resources. And they go to war to get control over those two things. All right? If you don't get in line with their policy, they'll use their media to label you a terrorist, and since they've a terrorist can be whoever they make it be, and they make a terrorist almost not human. So that when terrorists are killed by drones or soldiers or however they do it, people have no emotion and no care toward it. Oh, well, there was a terrorist anyway. When the truth of the matter is, the beast system is the biggest terrorist organization that the earth has ever seen, responsible for the death of millions, and not always militarily, often chemically with these drugs. All right? Let's get Revelation 13:15. And because this is what's next, you know, the MOB. And it says that that's the biggest trick that this beast is going to pull off. All right? And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. See? So that's all that blood that they're going to see. Because many of people are going to reject. I just left the doctor's office and everything was good. Blood pressure was normal. Could be better, but it was actually much better than it had been. You know, cholesterol, everything was down, LDL, all that stuff. All right? Blood work was good. Everything was good.